Welcome to Six Figs. I'm Kyle. In today's video, we're talking about the internet computer, some applications in the ecosystem, the news and the charts. We're going to kick this off with the one and only KongSwap, baby. Now, this thing endured a lot of FUD coming out of the gates, but has emerged very quickly and has cemented itself as a blue chip DEX on the ICP. And I say a blue chip DEX because this thing's got the fastest transactions out of all the DEXs on the IC. Over the last 20,000 plus transactions, there hasn't been a single failed transaction. We've got huge amounts of liquidity. There's more coming in the next week. And we've got lots of big projects kind of moving their pools and stuff over to KongSwap. So people like the fact that it's fast, consistently doing transactions under 5 seconds, and the transactions don't fail. So that is why KongSwap has emerged as a blue chip DEX on the IC, and it'll continue to do great things. Cyclic's games I've been telling you about since April, since 18 cents, just tapped out at $1.85. And really at the end of the day, they're going to be launching a casino in the next week or two. Follow that by marketing. They're already ranked number 5 on CoinGecko's GambleFi tracker. What do you guys think is going to happen here? This is on Uniswap right now, but Cyclic's games is tied into a whole bunch of other projects, which I'll start covering here, and it's going to make people a lot of money. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on it. Because if you would have been following along with Cyclic's games, you would have been up 600% in the last couple months alone. Cyclic's games, I'm super bullish on it, to say the least. So I got a big bag of this, and I'm loving it. You know, Mick loving it. Like I went to McDonald's or something. Dominic Williams, folks, the one and only Dominic Williams, has gone ahead and wrote an absolute Twitter novel. Now, this is a really great, detailed, in-depth read. And basically, to sum this up, is Dom is saying that, you know, the internet computer is working to revolutionize this web application creation by enabling AI-driven self-writing software. So think about that for a second. This means that anyone can create, update applications just by describing to the AI what they want to do. This basically turns everybody into a developer. And this eliminates the need for a lot of technical expertise, which I'm not saying isn't needed, because when this stuff starts kind of breaking down, they're going to need, you know, some powerful devs are going to need to come in and possibly fix some things. But this is going to be a really cool feature for the internet computer, and this is not being done anywhere else in the world. So this was an absolute insane alpha drop by Dom, to say the least. I will link to this. This is actually one of those things where you just need to read the whole thing, and at the end you're going to go, holy shit, this is going to like cause ICP to go parabolic. Chain fusion, folks, we're seeing a lot of tokens get burned, and this is kind of the snapshot of the last year or so on how much network activity is occurring, how many tokens or how many cycles are getting burned. Now, the more cycles, basically a cycle is something that developers load into their application, and this allows users to use the applications for free, and cycles are very cheap. So that is an awesome thing, but we're seeing this huge growth curve that is happening. And when we look at the amount of total ICP burned, it's going parabolic, folks. I mean, since September 4th, we've seen ungodly amounts of ICP get burned. So I'm very excited going into this bull market, on top of what Dominic Williams was talking about with this enabling AI real-time self-writing software stuff. I mean, we're going to see incredible degen applications start popping up. Not all of them are going to take, but I guarantee you there's some creative motherfuckers out there that are going to build some crazy stuff. I don't think a lot of people really understand the bigger picture of all this. Hit me up on X at Real6Fig. ICP folks, they were up about 6% on the day. Now they're at about 5, somewhere in there. So ICP is currently sitting at $8.18. And, a lot of people have been asking me, what's my predictions for ICP to run to? And I look at like some of the previous predictions, or some of the previous examples from like the last bull run with something like the top 50 projects. I think Internet Computer does have the best technology, the most creative minds in the space leading it. And I do think that it's got a shot to go at least above $50 billion market cap. So at the least, if we go 50 divided by 3.8, that means we could see a 13x from here times 8, 18. So that would put us at about $100 ICP at the $50 billion market cap. So now, if this thing went to $75 billion, we'd see roughly $157 ICP, which I totally think that anywhere from 50 to 100, I mean, $100 to $200 ICP is absolutely doable this bull cycle, especially when we start adding in everybody building applications and things like that. It's going to contribute to an enormous burn rate. That could help propel it up to those upper echelons. Now, last time I dropped this chart, people called me crazy. And they said, oh, no, there's no way that this cup and handle is going to play out. And I'm like, are you guys stupid? We've pretty much got the cup. We've pretty much got the handle. It's like running 9/10 of a marathon, giving up and say you can't run the last 10th. This thing's going to bang, folks. This is not financial or trading advice, but with the way the markets have shifted with Donald Trump being elected, everything's bullish right now. And we're seeing a very nice symmetrical triangle squeeze. Now, this is it can be a continuation or a reversal pattern. So I'm assuming that we're going to see this thing pull a reversal. ICP has been trading very tightly in this range since July. It's been very boring, which is good to be an ICP holder, right? It tests our sanity at sometimes, but I do think that this thing's gonna be running up to at least $21 fairly soon. And I think that maybe when that happens, we're either gonna just break right through this resistance, or we might come back down and we might do one of these things and really kind of form like an ascending triangle or something like that. When we look at this thing on the weekly, I'm going to go ahead and just delete some of this stuff here. When we look at this thing on the weekly, price action is kind of far from this Ichimoku cloud and this 50 moving average. So to me, to see this thing start to rip and complete this cup and handle formation makes total sense. I could see this thing maybe coming down, confirming off the 50 moving average, and then just gliding straight up, hopefully. So I'm very bullish. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful on ICP, and I think that the best is yet to come, guys, at least for the holders and things like that. We've been in this community grinding for years. We've survived the FTX FUD. We've done tremendous things in the community. So I think that things are looking good. Just hang in there a little bit longer. If you can stack more ICP, I'm not saying that this is a good idea or a bad idea. I'm just telling you what I'm doing because that's what I'm doing. So we'll see you guys all in the next video.